If you were going to commit your life to someone, what would be like the top question that you would ask? You would need to like ask,
Oh
like
wow.
what's like
So
in
many.
what?
Say, how do you raise your kids
Okay,
and everything with the day to day?
parenting style.
Yeah, you got to get the daily habits in order. I mean, you can't start your day off with an argument about daily routines. I think that's got to be something that you guys have the same values on and you guys agree on.
Is your partner like emotionally ready for a marriage? Like, especially being a woman, I feel like men, this might be a stereotype, but like are less in tune with their emotions. That might be rude, but that's just like what I've noticed. So
You hear
like,
this, fellas?
Yeah. So I feel like, is your partner emotionally ready to like commit to you and how you feel? And then I guess vice versa, like would I be ready for that?
Sure.
Like when my parents die, like how are we gonna go through that? Because it's like that's such a, because I'm so close with my parents, and the loss of them, okay, I'm not gonna cry, but like the loss of them is gonna like hit me really hard.
Sure.
And like, how are we gonna handle that?
What would your future look like with me? Like I feel like that kind of question would kind of like open my eyes to see like, okay, what does this person want, and does it align with what I want?
Okay.
I would want to make sure that we're on the same page with our finances. That's one of the leading causes of divorce. If you're not transparent with your finance goals, I think that that's something that's very important and something that very often becomes intertwined, with two people when they get married. And so I think if you're not transparent with that before you get married, you're going to run into some bumps along the road.
What do your goals look like? And like, is that like something that, I don't know, not like compromise on, but like what is like super important to you, almost like getting to find out like your dreams in life, because some people's like goals are not the same.
Yeah.
So like getting to like know where like they stand
Yeah.
on just like different
That's a good
things
one.
like kids and homes and places and stuff like that, just like getting to know their like standards of that.
Cool.
Probably like their finances. I know some people are afraid to talk about money, but I'm not afraid to talk about money.
Right.
So, yeah, your finances, like what debts do you carry and stuff like that. How do you feel about like raising kids? Because I know some people like they believe in whipping your kids. I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't want to raise them because then we would have a conflict. Like, automatically, I wouldn't finish with that. No.
If you want to have kids,
Okay.
yeah.
The number of kids, would that matter?
If you have no, I feel like if we have the money to at the time to have those kids and be able to support them, I don't mind as long as it's not like 10 kids, sure, 13, but like
So if somebody said, "Hey, 10 kids," you'd be like,
I mean, if he's a billionaire, sure. But like I want to work too, and I don't want to waste my life just like being pregnant for the next 10 years.
Do you still see yourself loving me in 10 years, or in 20 years? Like, are you going to still feel the same way that you feel about me now?
Like, are you willing to choose us at every point if there are challenges that come up? Having an identity of us and what that means and choosing that before other conflicts that we have and other priorities.
Yeah.
And so I think that's an important question.
Okay.
Also the kid, but like, that didn't come up in my mind just now.
Well, I want to be a mother. What if the person doesn't want to have kids?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so
appreciate you.
much.
What do you think the purpose of life is? I'm a man of God. I want to understand, what her ethics or her morals are as well. And I feel like, I'll be able to understand that through what she thinks the purpose of life is.
Okay.
So,
So agreeing on faith would be
that's
important.
that's
for
a
sure.
huge thing.
For
Yeah.
sure. Cool.
I really value religion, so I would want to, less of a question, I would just want to make sure that we have a good agreement, like religion's going to be the number one prioritized thing in the marriage.
One of my questions would be, do you also want to have kids? Because I feel like there's some guys out there that don't want to have a big family. And so if that like doesn't line up with what I want, then that might be a deal breaker.
Do you want to have kids or do you want to be a dad? Because there's like a very big difference in that. And so I feel like, because yes, you can have kids and like wanting to have kids and saying that you just want to have kids, but not like specifically saying that you want to be dad is like almost like ignoring the responsibility of having children. And so like being like, I really want to be a dad, like is you acknowledging that like you want to have the responsibility, like you want to have that role.
Yeah.